K-Rock here. This is a first for us on Behind the Band because we are in studio. And we're really excited to be in studio with Skitzo Calypso. And I'm going to let the guys introduce themselves and what they play in the band.
Okay, I'm Brad Cox, sing and play guitar.
I'm Gary Holmes, I play drums.
And I'm Brian, and I play guitar.
Now, Skitzo Calypso has been around for a while, a long while actually, I guess I could say.
Yep.
And they're here in studio working on their 10th album, did we say?
That's
10th album. And that album is called Ghost. Guys, can you tell us a little bit about Ghost, where you are in the progress of it, and what's going on today?
Well, we're actually in the middle of recording right now. We're doing 6 sessions here, and we're pretty much halfway through our guitars. Got some vocals and stuff to do and mixing, and then hopefully we'll be we're shooting for December 3rd to be done recording.
And then when would we be, when you're finished recording, how long would the time span be before we can buy the album?
We're going to try to have it up on iTunes, CD Baby, and all those sites by January 2nd, 2012.
Now, is there any kind of a party planned or a show planned to unveil Ghost when it comes out?
I'm glad you asked, because Brian's going to tell you all about that.
I'll make sure I get the date right.
Okay, well, it's close. It's 1/21/12. So
it's on the website, actually, right?
No, because the CD comes out 1/2/12. The release party is 1/21/12. So, and that's going to be at
McGurk's up in Bel Air. Basically, instead of doing your typical like us play a gig and everyone come and play, we're actually going to have a party at a bar, get a DJ, invite people over, and do some drink specials, CD specials, and just play some music that we like and actually have a party.
And we're actually going to play the whole CD there that night.
That's awesome. So when Ghost comes out, we're going to head up to McGurk's, so you guys head up to McGurk's and try to see that. Now tell our folks a little bit about Skitzo Calypso, because you guys have, and I hope this is great, you've got a very unique style. This is not everything you're going to hear typical every day on the radio. I don't want to call it punk, I don't want to call it heavy metal. It's unique. Can you guys talk about that a little bit?
Well, it's kind of evolved over the years. It probably started more punk, because that's, as a songwriter, when you're starting out, that's, that was my limitation. And then over time, just the different members and the people that came into it, they all brought their own flavor. So it just slowly kept changing. But when we were playing live in the beginning, it was kind of like, some people would say goth, even metal. And then it became more rock and roll. Now it's kind of drifting somewhere else, but they'll find out soon. And
is Ghost going to be a departure in any way from what we've heard in the past, or is
Very
this
much.
going to be similar?
It's not going to be like ska or anything like that, or reggae, but it's a departure, but it's a growth, and it's in a similar vein. It's hard to.
I think in this album in particular, we really focused really heavily on the songwriting and putting songs out that people can relate to, and stuff that people will really hopefully enjoy listening to. We really didn't care about being heavy or being a certain way. We just wanted to make the best songs we could make, and we think we're going to convey that pretty well.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to the party you guys have planned, is there a tour in the works for the album when that comes out?
Well, we're definitely going to start hitting the counter pretty hard, but we're waiting until March, because it's easier to get people out to shows, and in the wintertime everybody crawls in a hole, so we're going to wait till March, April, and then start hitting it. But, we don't know exactly where we're going with that yet, but we're working on that, and that's going to be our target time.
And one of the reasons for that, too, is, this is the first time we're going to ever put out a CD where we've never played a song, any of the songs off the CD live. No one's ever heard them. So we want to have the big release party, get the music out there, give people a chance to learn the songs, like the songs, and then a couple months of that, and then when we come out, people will hopefully know them and like to hear them live. So.
Yeah. Now, I've been trying to research you guys a little bit. Were you in California for a while, or was the band kind of in California?
It kind of started in California. I went out there to do what every aspiring rock and roll star wants to do. So I went out there, started there, wrote about half of the first record, joined the Cult there, and then ended up coming back.
Right, you got a side project also. I guess it's called side project. We Love the Underground, which we did a review of. If you go back to the website, you can check that out. I guess it's a couple weeks ago now. Can you talk a little bit about We Love the Underground?
Yeah, We Love the Underground kind of spawned from, the band was in this weird point where we weren't really writing and recording songs. There was different dynamics that I really won't get into. But during that process, I still wanted to be creative and get in the studio and do some stuff. But I didn't want to put it under the name Skitzo Calypso, because we're a band now. So did that, and now it's out. But that's why that happened. That's why there's another project.
It's a great album. So if you get a chance, check it out. You can, I believe it's out on iTunes. Or,
It is.
Yes, I think we saw it. So. Tell us a little bit more about what's actually going on today. So, because we haven't done a studio interview before, so what were you doing before we got here? Like, actually,
I was pacing around the parking lot with a migraine. That's what I was doing, and then kind of looking for you guys at the same time.
Yeah, we basically finished up most of the guitar tracks today. We got a couple more to do, so we're knocking those out. Got like 1 or 2 more to do. One for me. Brad's got to finish some stuff. Then we're gonna start getting some vocals done tonight, and then hopefully next Saturday get the rest of the vocals done.
And for those of us who aren't in the industry, I mean, what does that look like when you're here? Are you all playing simultaneously, or is it one person playing and then you're mixing it all together?
Basically, everything's multi-tracked. The way we do it is we come in, all the drums are done first. We did all those probably, I guess it was only about a week ago, really. I mean, we started on a Saturday. Actually, no, I'm sorry, we started on a Thursday. We did all the drums. Once they're done, then you can kind of go in any order. You could do guitars first, bass first. We got the bass done, we got the rhythm guitars done, and then you start getting a little more finite. You do the lead guitars and all that stuff, and then very last, Brad comes in and does the vocals. And then once it's all there, you spend hours and hours and hours fine-tuning it, making it the way you want in the mixing sessions, and then at some point you have to call it a day and say, this is it, and leave and put the CD out there for everybody to hear. So we'll be there soon.
Yeah.
So have you ever gotten into a song and you got halfway through it and just tore it up and start over, or
So
did
we almost did that?
We kind of did that today a little bit.
Yeah, we were working on something last week, or what was that one? Thursday, and just the guitars weren't lining up right, so we kind of right now just, not really rewriting it, but just arranging how we tracked them, because there was some intonation issues and just.
It just wasn't working.
Yeah.
But now it's working. So.
And
but
then
sometimes you have tracks that don't come out.
Yeah.
Because of that.
And then do you come in with a preset number of songs? Do you like over-record the number and edit some out, or is it pretty much because of what studio time is, you put in what you're going to put out?
We planned on how many songs we had, just kind of guessing. Usually it takes about a total of a day in real time for each song that we're doing, And then, so if we know we're doing 8 songs, then we're doing 8 songs, but we don't know how many songs we're doing.
Yeah, and in this case, we came in pretty prepared with all of our parts. And I mean, no matter how much time you spend practicing, preparing, writing, it's going to evolve in the studio, and there's going to be things that you just make a decision in 2 seconds about that you spent 2 weeks deliberating about before you got here, and then it changes in 2 minutes, and you live with it and say, okay, well, that was cool. We'll just keep going from there.
Now, is this the original line? How long has everybody been in the band that's here? Is this the original Skitzo Calypso lineup, or?
Well, pretty much. I mean, the 3 of us have been playing together since I guess it was 2002. So starting from the point where we really started going out and playing live, this has been the lineup. There's been different bass players, there's been different guitar players.
Sure.
But the 3 of us have pretty much locked arms with us for, since 2000. Actually, probably 2001.
The album artwork, you guys have kind of some interesting covers. Is that already done at this point? So when you're in the studio now recording, do you already have an album cover? Does that come later? Is it what we see in Spinal Tap and it comes out and it's just a blank cover? Or is
Could be.
we really haven't got. We've thrown
We got a guy.
around, but
There's this guy working on it. There's a whole other set of people working on that, and then we'll hopefully look at that soon and decide which one we like, and then go from there.
And it's funny because we actually talked a lot about this. How much time do you put into the artwork? How much money do you spend on photography? And I mean, it's important. It looks really nice, but the way things are today, people take a CD, they dump it on their iPod, and then they throw the. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but I mean, the music's way more important today, where people don't really open and close CD cases every 5 minutes like they used to.
So what is the key then? If it's the artwork's there, is the key getting on the radio? Is the key getting on iTunes? Is the key getting out on the internet?
All of the above.
Yeah. No one more important than the other. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about the internet is that there's so many outlets for the music. It's harder to. I mean, there used to be a time where you could sell somebody a CD and they would listen to it or whatever. Now people buy a single or just get it for free, but. We'll push it out there as much as we can. Every avenue, every radio station, whoever and wherever we can play it, it will be.
Yeah.
We can vouch for that because we're here helping, and we're going to try to get them some publicity.
Anyone that'll play it, wants to listen to it.
Absolutely.
So we're here in studio with Skitzo Calypso. I want to thank these guys for having us and getting a real inside look that we have not had before inside a recording studio. And when this album comes out, we're going to have a really unique perspective on it. And we're looking forward to Ghost coming out and to seeing, hopefully, if we can work it out, your CD release party up in Bel Air. So thanks for watching Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews Behind the Bands. This is K-Rock. We'll see you next time.